Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Batman movie, the Riddler Riddle Racer set. This is set number 70903. It has 254 pieces, and I paid $30 for this set. Now, I recently did a video for the Penguin Arctic Roller set, and I mentioned that there was like a killer croc. Well, I don't know if I mentioned that, but I knew there was this one. I knew there was a Joker vehicle. There was a couple different Bat vehicles that are all from the Lego Batman movie. They all seemed really interesting to me, and I was able to find this one for a pretty reasonable price. It is sealed as far as I know. I'm really excited about some of the characters that were included in this one. So this is a retired set. I imagine it retailed for $20 to $30. I was happy to pay $30 for it now, and I'm really excited to look at it. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So, until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at the build for this the Lego Batman movie Riddler Racer set, I just wanted to say thank you for watching, and then to remind anybody that hasn't already to like this video. If you like it, click that thumbs up, and if you like my other videos, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. All that stuff really helps me a lot, so I really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow, and we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so that would be incredible, and I'm just super grateful for anybody that watches, so I appreciate it. And then I would also love to hear your thoughts about this set, or what the Lego Batman sets are, or what you think about the minifigures, or anything else. I love reading comments, and I'll try to respond to them, so please don't hesitate to leave a comment there. I always appreciate that, and thanks. So with all that said, now back to the rest of the build for this the Lego Batman movie Riddler Racer set, and then on to my review for this set. Okay, so there is the Lego Batman movie Riddler Racer set. This set is pretty cool, and just for transparency's sake, I actually recorded my initial video for this a long time ago, so I don't, for example, have like the extra pieces here still, and something was wrong with the audio, so I thought I'll just, instead of working on trying to fix it because it seemed unrecoverable, I thought, you know what, I will just record a new one. So it's been a while since I've looked at this, but this set's pretty interesting. And there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to talk about. And the first thing we'll talk about, like we normally do, is the minifigures, because you do get several of them and quite the good selection. And this was actually one of the main reasons I was so interested in this set. So the first one, we have Batman. This is from the Lego Batman movie. It does have kind of the band with the small white eyes on it for the white in the cowl. Does have an alternate face with slightly different eyes and a different expression there. Does have a cloth cape. The printing for the torso is good. Nothing on the arms, nothing on the legs, nothing on the midsection. This does have the kind of utility belt extra piece in there that goes between the legs and the torso. And then a little bit of printing on the back. Nice soft cape. Of course, they do come with a couple Batarang, bat accessories here. Pretty simple Batman for the Lego Batman movie, but seems fine, pretty good, not the best Batman. The next one we will take a look at is the Riddler. This is the Riddler Racer here. So we will take a look at that because this is their car. And this is really, really good. So I'm very pleased with this. We have a nice question mark and gold accessory here, kind of a staff. We have a really nice dual molded hat and hair piece there with the kind of question mark printing on the hat. So that's good. They have a little bit of a mask printed on the face. They have an alternate expression as well. You can see what that one kind of looks like there. I think this headpiece is really great, perfect for the Riddler. The torso is really, really good. Has a bunch of question marks printed all over the torso there, a little bit of a tie and an undershirt, some pockets. The coat actually, the printing for the coat extends onto the midsection there. Nothing on the legs, but that's okay. But then look at this. Printing on the arms, several question marks there, and a little bit of a cuff or something around the sleeve. And same with the other arm. We get printing on the arm, which I think is really, really good for this. So that's nice to see. And of course, on the back, we do get more printing, which is just continuing that sort of question mark motif from the front and the sleeves. But I really am glad to see there's printing on the arms. It does feel like the legs are a little bit lacking because of that, but I do like that the attention to detail to put the bottom of the jacket on the midsection hip area. Would have been nice to get a little bit of something on the legs here, but that's okay. And I think the accessory is really good. And the production work on this is nice. So I'm very happy with this. I really like the everything about this. The next one we'll look at is Magpie here, and Magpie has some accessories too. This is kind of interesting. She has a couple dynamite little things here that they can hold. Magpie is really nice. Does have a skirt piece, but it's not like the modern day skirt piece that I would say like Agatha has in the new CMF, where it's kind of sloped at the back. It just looks like an angled brick there, but with printing on the front, which is kind of interesting. They do have these like pretty substantial pauldron kind of shoulder things there. That's a piece that goes in between the torso and the minifigure head. So I will pop that off here so we can see her without that, and I'll kind of show that piece as well. So it's a big kind of collar piece there, a little bit of translucent red on it because there's a stud in the front, a couple studs on the back, a little bit of a collar and shoulder area there. So then we can see her torso. Pretty aggressive kind of looking definition for like hips or for curves here or for a waist. It's a lot more striking than I'm used to seeing, or a lot more substantial than I'm used to seeing on Lego minifigures, but that's interesting. Color match for the arms is good. A little bit of skin up here. Printing for this is all pretty good. There's no midsection because there's no leg bit there. They do have some extra printing on their face, including some like metallic kind of eyeshadow stuff, which is really nice. Hairpiece frames that up well. We can take that off so we can see a little more of that. They do have an alternate face here with a different expression. Still has kind of that metallic eyeshadow there. And again, pretty defined waist there. And that is Magpie. And then these next two minifigures are some of the ones that I was really, really excited about because I don't know if these come in any other sets. And I'm familiar with these characters from the comic books and from the Lego Batman movie, but also from like the Harley Quinn show, the adult animated show, and some other stuff here. So the first one is Calendar Man, and I love this minifigure. So we have a nice red torso here with the kind of knotted kind of belt area there. If I had one complaint about this figure, that's not white enough. I know Jang comments about this a lot, but sometimes when Lego prints white on top of a darker color, it's too opaque, so it almost looks like pinkish here. It should be a little starker white, but that has like all different dates, like a calendar there. And I think it's a really nice touch that there's not really printing on the midsection except for a little bit of that belt kind of tie that hangs down there, which is printed on the midsection. So I think that's really nice. Some printing up here, nice face printing there, nice special hat piece or helmet piece with a calendar bit. There's no alternate face for this character. There's nothing on the arms, but then look at the legs. Dual molded legs here. So white on top, red on the bottom, but then printing in the middle kind of for their suit area and printing down onto the other, or more printing on the legs. So dual molded and nice printed legs, which is excellent to see. And then we have two specialized cloth elements, which are like the stiffer cloth that are cut a special way. They come like pre-cut like this, and they're printed. So we have the 1 and 31 here. And on the back, we have a bigger one, which says 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And those are really, really cool. I think that's a great detail. I don't know what other sets this figure comes in, or if they come in anything, or if this figure is worth anything, but I think this is really awesome for such a low piece count set to have such a nicely detailed minifigure here. So I really, really love Calendar Man. I think the white on the torso should be whiter, and that is true for the back as well. If I lift up this calendar at the back, we can see there is more printing around the back for that. But I'm so happy that they had these special calendar cape cloth pieces of the stiffer cloth, so it has a little bit of a collar, and then the thing back here, I think that's really nice. Printing on the hat's really good. Dual molded legs with printing, so lots of really good stuff for Calendar Man. And then the last one is Kite Man, which again, I really like from the Harley Quinn show, but here they have a brick-built kite kind of thing, which is really nice. Uses some translucent on the back. These can be posed a little bit here. A fun little build for them. They can hold on to it. If we take that off, I will sort of pop that off. We can see they have a nice helmet piece with extra printing, the Kite Man logo up top. So it's not just your basic helmet. Nice color for the mask area. Alternate face for this character. They do have that clear two-studded piece that goes around the neck. There's really nothing on the back side, so you can't see any printing. No printing on the arms. Good Kite Man logo for the torso, and nothing on the waist or the legs. So kind of basic, but I really like the brick-built accessory here, and I like that he can grip on to this kind of kite hang gliding thing. And I also think it's a nice attention to detail to get that kite logo printed on the helmet. I mean, they easily could have done this without that, and they put it in here, so I think that's really nice. So even though this doesn't have arm printing, doesn't have leg printing or anything like that, this is still pretty cool to get a nice kind of exclusive accessory like that. So that's really great. So 5 minifigures in this set, some of which I think are really, really good. I mean, if anything, I think the weakest is Batman and maybe Magpie. But the rest of these, I think the Riddler's really good. I think Calendar Man's really good. I think Kite Man's really good. And that's a ton of value for me. That's like really, really cool. And I don't know if these are priced at $5 per piece. Some probably less, some probably more in my opinion. At least I would value them more. So for minifigures alone, this is a pretty incredible set. But then besides the minifigures, what we have in this set is this Riddler Racer here, which is the vehicle build. So I've already looked at the Penguin Arctic Roller set, and I really, really loved that. I think I set the bar high with these villain vehicles, and I have some other ones to look at in the future too. I know there's like a Killer Croc one. I think there's a Scarecrow one. I think there's the Joker one, and I don't know, all these other different Batman villains who had like vehicles that were from the Lego Batman movie. But this is the Riddler Racer here. So pretty nice, interesting shape here, kind of some interesting curves. Almost looks like it's a little bit of rake. Doesn't use a normal chassis, uses this like big plate here, and so it's pretty wide, but like 6 wide there, but then wider, maybe up to 8 wide at its widest here. So interesting to see what the bottom looks like there. The color blocking is nice, a little bit of white that's kind of raised up a little bit in here, and then the white stripe going around there. And I think it's a nice use of pieces to use these kind of minifigure like saw accessories as like mirrors there. Nice kind of like greebly looking stuff towards the back. Nice use here with the underneath these is like tan in here, but through that window pane with the tinted window there, it ends up looking really good. So those are angled nicely. This question mark is a sticker. and you can open that up and maybe show like a little bit of maybe there's some munitions or something down there, other translucent lights here. Other side's pretty much the same. There is another sticker which is for the dash or for the console in here behind the steering wheel. It would have been nice to get that printed. I usually prefer like a printed one. Nothing's too special about it, but that's okay. And you know, 2 stickers in this set, not that big of a deal. Really like the build for the seat here. This can seat 1 minifigure, so I can seat probably the Riddler there. And then there's some play features and some action features. It rolls nice. It looks pretty good. It's an interesting shape. It doesn't scream to me like Riddler. There's not like question mark stuff here, but maybe it's supposed to be something with the curves, but it still has the right color scheme, and it's an interesting shape and kind of a nice basic little thing. But then there is something extra here, and you can see we have some exhaust at the back. You may have already seen this, but underneath this windscreen, this kind of dark translucent thing, there's kind of like greebly little details underneath there, and that can be moved, which also does move a little bit of the seat there. And that is to angle, actually to look at it from the bottom here, you can see there's kind of a cutout that allows for that motion, and that's because there are some spring-loaded shooters in there. You can just see the bolts kind of pop out at the back, so that is to aim those spring-loaded shooters. So these can be, you know, aimed at Batman swooping in, or maybe aimed at Kite Man, or, you know, who knows. And it's nice that that is there. I like how when sets integrate stud shooters or bolts, spring loaded shooters or whatever into the set. This one's not integrated as nicely as the one on the Penguin vehicle, the Arctic Roller, but it's still pretty good. And they did account for, you know, sort of the limitations of the design and shape of this car. So I really like that. And they're easy enough to deploy. It's just you want to tilt that up so they can actually launch instead of just going into the back of the car or into the driver's seat of the car there. So that's really good, and that's what would happen if you didn't lean it, which then they get kind of stuck in there. And I know you do get an extra one of these bolts, so you can have 2 in there, and there's a 3rd one that comes with this set, as well as other extra pieces that are just for your 1x1s, your studs, your slopes, your 1x1 plates, tiles, curved tiles, different stuff like that. So I don't have all the extra pieces here, but it's a pretty simple car, pretty simple vehicle build, but it gets the job done. And I think it's a good size. It's comparatively to compared to the Arctic Roller and other vehicles, it fits like in the same kind of scale, which is nice. And I think it used the piece well. It's an interesting shape. It's kind of a nice idea. So it came together pretty quickly. And I like this car. It's not as good, in my opinion, as the Arctic Roller. I'm excited to take a look at other Lego Batman movie vehicles, including some of the different Bat vehicles that are in that the sets came out, as well as tons of other, you know, other characters' vehicles, because I know there is a bunch. So I'm looking forward to get some of those, and maybe if anybody who watches has some of those and would be willing to you know, hook me up with one, I would, you know, we can probably work out a deal or something, and I can try to arrange that. Otherwise I'll just keep looking for them. But I really liked this. I think the car's okay, not as good as the Arctic Roller, the Penguin vehicle, and I'll compare it to other vehicles as I keep finding them. But the car's okay, but I really am happy with the minifigures here. So 5 minifigures. So this set is 254 pieces. So 254 pieces in here. And I paid $30. Now, 254 pieces for a vehicle build for $30, not that bad. That's about the, you know, the price and piece range of like a 8-wide Speed Champion. A little more expensive than an 8-wide Speed Champion, but 5 minifigures in a set with 254 pieces for $30. So if these were all $5 a piece, That's $25 in minifigures right there, and $5 for this, which would be incredible. If these were all $4, that's $20 in minifigures right there. If these were all $3, it's $15 in minifigures right there, which then makes this a $15 car build, which I think it certainly is. So even if I really lowball what these minifigures are worth, I mean, maybe they're only worth $2 a piece. You know, I think personally, I don't know what the market is, but I value some of these as more than that. Like, I think Calendar Man and Riddler are worth more than that to me personally. And so even if these were like on the low end, that's still so much value in minifigures here. Now, typically I don't put that much emphasis on minifigures because I'm not like a super minifigure collector, but I think these are really exceptional with really great characters, really unique, good attention to detail, like the arm printing, the printing on the hat with the dual molded hair, the dual molded legs with the printing, the specialized cloth pieces here, and the kind of eyeshadow, the little bit of silver on the eyes for Magpie, and the details for Kite Man. So I think that's all really, really wonderful. So I think I got a great deal. You know, I don't know how much I would value this car. Probably $20, you know, roughly seems about right. You know, it's got IP related to it. It is about, you know, it's probably longer than some 8-wide Speed Champions, but it's comparable. So if this is, you know, $15, $20, $25, maybe whatever, $27, that seems perfectly reasonable. And then I got a ton of value in the minifigures and their accessories. So I thought this was a great deal. Now, I don't know what this retailed for. I imagine $20 or $30, $25, something in there. Maybe it was more. But that seems like a really great price. I have to imagine that if Lego is releasing this set in 2023, 254 pieces with 5 minifigures of this quality, of this caliber, I don't think this set is going to be $25 or $30. It's probably going to be more. I can't imagine they would push it to 40, but I have no idea. They might want to add actually more brick built stuff once they bump it up to that next kind of tier, but I thought I got a great deal. And so I think this is a good value set. I think these minifigures are really exceptional, and the vehicle build is fine. So I really, really like this. And I can't wait to get more of the Lego Batman movie sets. So I'm really looking forward to it, and hopefully the sound is better for this one. So I love this set. I love these minifigures. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego DC, more the Lego Batman movie sets, tons of other sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss it. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It'd be wonderful to get there. So thank you everybody for helping me out. It is very appreciated. And if you want to support this channel, one of the ways to do that is right here on YouTube with memberships and supers and thanks and different stuff like that. And then I still have the Patreon, which is in the channel page and in the channel description, or in this video description. And all that stuff, you can get like access to my videos early, some exclusive stuff, which will be on the Patreon and for members only on YouTube, among other things. Every little bit helps, so it is appreciated. So thank you very much. I don't have any sponsorships. I'm not affiliated with any company. I pay for everything with my own money. I'm not part of the Lego Ambassador Network. So any help is great, but I'm just happy to do this. So thank you everybody for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.